Hello English learners and welcome back to English Pod. My name is Marco.
And I'm Erica. How are you today, Marco?
I'm doing great, and I'm really excited about today's topic. We're going to learn how to order food and drinks in a cafe.
Oh, this is so practical. You'll learn exactly what to say when you walk into a cafe, as a customer and as the person behind the counter.
We'll also learn about food vocabulary, containers like a bottle of, and a jar of, and when to use some and any.
This is so important for everyday English.
Alright, let's listen to the dialogue. It's going to be a bit fast.
But don't worry, in about 15 minutes you'll understand everything.
Let's listen.
Good morning, can I help?
Hi, yes, I'd like a chicken sandwich, please.
Sure, would you like it hot or cold?
Hot, please.
Any hot drinks with that?
Yes, can I get a small cappuccino, please?
Of course, anything else?
Can I have some juice as well? Do you have any orange juice?
We don't have any orange juice today, sorry, but we have some apple juice.
That's fine. I'll have a bottle of apple juice then.
Great, eat in or take out?
Eat in, please.
Okay, that's £8.50, please.
How much is that? Sorry, I didn't hear.
£8.50.
Can I pay by card?
Yes, of course. Take a seat and I'll bring it over.
Thank you. Well, that was a really useful conversation.
Yeah, so she ordered a hot chicken sandwich, a small cappuccino, and a bottle of apple juice. And she's eating in, not taking out.
I liked how the assistant asked some really common questions, like, eat in or take out, and anything else. You hear these every time you go to a cafe.
Exactly. Let's look at some really useful words and phrases from that dialogue. Our first phrase is, I'd like, please.
I'd like. I'd like. I'd like.
I'd like.
I'd like is short for, I would like. It's a very polite way to order something. You say the food or drink after it.
Let's hear some examples.
I'd like a chicken sandwich, please. I'd like a cup of tea, please. I'd like some ice cream, please.
So remember, I'd like is a polite way to order. Our next phrase is, can I get or can I have?
Can I get?
Can I have?
Can I get?
Can I have?
These are another way to order. Can I get is a bit more casual. Can I have is slightly more polite. Both are very common.
Let's hear some examples.
Can I get a small cappuccino, please? Can I have a chicken salad, please? Can I get some juice as well?
So remember, can I get and can I have, both great for ordering. Next, I'll have.
I'll have.
I'll have.
I'll have.
I'll have.
I'll have is short for, I will have. You use this when you've made your decision. It sounds confident.
Let's hear some examples.
I'll have a latte, please. I'll have a bottle of apple juice then. I'll have the pasta with cheese.
So remember, I'll have means you've decided what you want. Now two important phrases. Eat in and take out.
Eat in.
Take out.
Eat in.
Take out.
Eat in means you stay and eat inside the cafe. Take out means you take the food away. Another word for this is takeaway.
Let's hear some examples.
Eat in or take out. Eat in, please. I'll take out, please. I'm in a hurry. Let's eat in. It's raining outside.
So remember, eat in means stay, take out means go. Our next phrase is, how much is that?
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 You ask how much is that? When you want to know the total price. Very useful at the counter.
Let's hear some examples.
How much is that? £2, please. How much is a large Americano? How much is that altogether?
So remember, how much is that? Use it to ask for the price. Next, can I pay by card?
Pay by card.
Pay by card.
Pay by card.
Pay by card.
Pay by card means to use your bank card instead of cash. We say, by card, not with card.
Let's hear some examples.
Can I pay by card? Yes, of course. I don't have any cash. Can I pay by card? Do you take card? Yes, card and cash.
So remember, can I pay by card? By card, not with card. Our next phrase is, anything else?
Anything else?
Anything else?
Anything else?
Anything else?
The cafe assistant says anything else? To ask if you want to order something more. You can answer, no, that's all, thanks, or add another item.
Let's hear some examples.
Anything else? No, that's all, thank you. Anything else? Yes, can I have some sugar, please? Anything else with your order? A bottle of water, please.
So remember, anything else? Means, do you want more? Next phrase. Take a seat and I'll bring it over.
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 Bring it over means to carry something to your table. When the assistant says, I'll bring it over, it means they'll deliver your food to you.
Let's hear some examples.
Take a seat and I'll bring it over. Your coffee will be ready in a minute. I'll bring it over. Sit down, I'll bring the drinks over.
So remember, bring it over means carry it to your table. Now let's learn some really useful words for food shopping. We're going to learn containers, words like a bottle of and a box of.
A bottle of.
A box of.
A bag of.
A jar of.
We use a bottle of for liquids like milk, water, or cola. A box of for eggs or chocolates. A bag of for sugar or pasta. And a jar of for things in glass, like coffee or jam.
And there's more.
A can of is for metal containers, like a can of cola or a can of beans. And a carton of is for paper containers, like a carton of juice or a carton of milk.
I'd like a bottle of water, please. I usually buy a box of eggs when I go to the supermarket. I've got a jar of coffee at home. Can I have a can of cola, please? We need a bag of sugar and a carton of milk.
So remember, bottle for liquids, box for eggs and chocolates, bag for sugar and pasta, jar for glass containers, can for metal, and carton for paper containers. And our last words for this section are some and any.
Some.
Any.
Some.
Any.
We use some in positive sentences. There is some cheese. We use any in negative sentences and questions. I don't want any milk. Do you have any tea?
But careful, when we offer something, we use some. Would you like some ice cream?
There are some bananas in the fruit bowl. We don't have any tea. Can you buy some? Would you like some ice cream?
So remember, some for positive, any for negative in questions. But offers use some. Now let's look at how to put these words together.
In the dialogue we heard 3 ways to order. I'd like, can I get, and I'll have.
These all do the same thing, they order food. But they sound a little different. I'd like is the most polite. Can I get is casual and friendly. I'll have is confident, you made your decision.
I'd like a chicken sandwich, please. Can I get a small cappuccino, please? I'll have a latte, please.
Now let's talk about how much and how many.
This is a really important pattern. Use how much with things you can't count, like water, chocolate, milk, sugar, pasta. And use how many with things you can count, like eggs, bananas, cups, people.
A good trick. If you can say 1, 2, 3, use how many. If you can't count it, use how much.
How much chocolate do you eat? How many eggs do we need? How much water do you drink every day? How many meals did you cook last week?
And how do we answer these questions? There are 4 useful words.
A lot means a large amount. A few means a small number of countable things. A little means a small amount of uncountable things. And none means zero, nothing at all.
How much water do you drink? A lot. I have a bottle with me all day. How many rooms are in your house? A few. I live in a small flat. How much chocolate do you eat? A little. I'm on a diet. How many meals did you cook last week? None. I can't cook.
One more useful pattern. A container plus the food.
This is how we talk about food when we shop or order. You can't say, a milk, you say a bottle of milk or a carton of milk. The container tells us how much.
A bottle of water, please. I need a bag of sugar and a carton of juice. Can I have a can of cola and a box of chocolates?
All right, let's listen to the dialogue again, but this time a little slower.
Good morning. Can I help?
Hi. Yes, I'd like a chicken sandwich, please.
Sure. Would you like it hot or cold?
Hot, please.
Any hot drinks with that?
Yes. Can I get a small cappuccino, please?
Of course. Anything else?
Can I have some juice as well? Do you have any orange juice?
We don't have any orange juice today, sorry. But we have some apple juice.
That's fine. I'll have a bottle of apple juice then.
Great. Eat in or take out?
Eat in, please.
Okay. That's £8.50, please.
How much is that? Sorry, I didn't hear.
£8.50.
Can I pay by card?
Yes, of course. Take a seat and I'll bring it over.
Thank you.
Now it's time for Fluency Builder.
We're going to help you sound more natural when ordering in a cafe.
In the dialogue we heard, I'd like a chicken sandwich, please.
This is such a natural and polite way to order.
Some students say, I want a sandwich. That's not wrong, but I'd like sounds much more polite and natural in a cafe.
I'd like this sandwich, please.
You can also say, can I get this sandwich? Or, I'll have this sandwich, please.
We also heard, how much is that?
This is the most natural way to ask the price.
Some students say, what is the price? That's correct, but how much is that? Is what people actually say in a cafe. Much more natural.
How much is that?
You can also say, how much is that altogether? Or, what does that come to?
And the assistant said, anything else?
This is so common in cafes and shops.
The formal way is, would you like to order anything else? But in real life, cafe staff just say anything else? Short and natural.
Anything else?
And to answer, you can say, no, that's all, thanks. Or, no, that's everything, thank you.
And one more. Eat in or take out.
This is a question you'll hear in almost every cafe.
The full question is, would you like to eat in or take out? But in real cafes, they just say eat in or take out. Nice and quick.
Eat in or take out.
You can also hear, for here or to go. That means the same thing.
You know, Erica, I go to a cafe almost every morning.
Oh really? What do you usually order?
Well, I always say, can I get a large Americano, please? I'm a creature of habit. And sometimes I'll have a cheese sandwich with it.
Do you eat in or take out?
It depends. On weekdays I take out because I'm in a hurry. But at weekends I eat in. I like to take a seat by the window and read something on my phone.
That sounds nice. I usually get a latte and some fruit. There's a small cafe near my house, and they have fresh juice every day.
How much does your latte cost?
About £3.50. It's not too expensive, but I always pay by card because I never have any cash.
Same here. I don't have any cash in my wallet right now. Do you buy a lot of food at the supermarket too?
Yes. Every week I buy a carton of milk, a bag of pasta, a jar of coffee, a box of eggs, and some fruit. How much do you spend?
Quite a lot actually. But cooking at home is cheaper than eating out every day. What about you, listeners? What do you usually order at a cafe? Do you eat in or take out? Think about it using the phrases we learned today. Alright, let's listen to the dialogue one more time. This time, see how much you understand.
Good morning. Can I help?
Hi. Yes, I'd like a chicken sandwich, please.
Sure. Would you like it hot or cold?
Hot, please.
Any hot drinks with that?
Yes, can I get a small cappuccino, please?
Of course. Anything else?
Can I have some juice as well? Do you have any orange juice?
We don't have any orange juice today, sorry. But we have some apple juice.
That's fine. I'll have a bottle of apple juice then.
Great. Eat in or take out?
Eat in, please.
Okay, that's £8.50, please.
How much is that? Sorry, I didn't hear.
£8.50.
Can I pay by card?
Yes, of course. Take a seat and I'll bring it over.
Thank you. Great job everyone. You learned so much today.
Remember to practice these phrases next time you go to a cafe. Try ordering in English, even just in your head.
Now it's time for the audio review.
The English Pod Audio Review. Listen to the meaning, then say the word or phrase. A polite way to order something. I would like. I'd like. A casual way to order. Can I? Can I get? A confident way to order. You've decided. I'll have. Asking for the total price. How much is that? Asking to use your bank card. Can I pay by card? Stay and eat inside the cafe. Eat in. Take the food away. Take out. Food you buy and take home. Take away. Carry something to your table. Bring it over. Do you want anything more? Anything else? Would you prefer it warm or not warm? Hot or cold? Bread with food inside. Sandwich. Coffee with milk foam on top. Cappuccino. Coffee with a lot of milk. Latte. Black coffee with water. Americano. Used in positive sentences. There is cheese. Some. Used in negative sentences and questions. I don't want milk. Any. Question for uncountable nouns. Water do you drink? How much? Question for countable nouns. Eggs do you need? How many? A small number. Countable. A few. A small amount. Uncountable. A little. A large amount. A lot. Zero. Nothing. None. Container for liquids, glass or plastic. A bottle of. Container, usually cardboard, for eggs or chocolates. A box of. Container, flexible, for sugar or pasta. A bag of. Glass container, for coffee or jam. A jar of. Metal container, for cola or beans. A can of. Paper container, for juice or milk. A carton of. Now say the word and hear it in a sentence. I'd like.
I'd like a chicken sandwich, please.
Can I get?
Can I get a small cappuccino, please?
I'll have.
I'll have a latte, please.
How much is that?
How much is that? £8.50.
Pay by card.
Can I pay by card? Yes, of course.
Eat in.
I'd like to eat in, please. Can we sit by the window?
Take out.
Take out, please. I'm in a hurry.
Take away.
Let's get a takeaway tonight instead of cooking.
Bring it over.
Take a seat and I'll bring it over.
Anything else?
Anything else? No, that's all, thanks.
Some.
There is some cheese in the fridge.
Any.
I don't want any milk in my coffee, thank you.
How much?
How much chocolate do you eat? A lot.
How many?
How many eggs do we need? A few.
A bottle of.
I'll have a bottle of apple juice, please.
A box of.
I usually buy a box of eggs at the supermarket.
A bag of.
We need a bag of sugar for the cake.
A jar of.
I've got a jar of coffee at home.
A can of.
Can I have a can of cola, please?
A carton of.
We need a carton of milk from the shop.
That's all for today. Thanks for listening to English Pod.
See you next time. Bye.
Bye everyone.